If you just moved here to beautiful East Tennessee from your overly taxed, overly regulated, too hot, too cold, too cramped state, or you like to play with adult toys like Father John Moses Browning intended, welcome. Just remember why you came here and leave that crap you left behind. Don't bring that crap here. Next time you won't have anywhere left to run. That dog won't hunt. We ain't highfalutin here, and don't think the sun comes up just to hear us crow. Don't come down here like you started an argument in an empty house. We ain't too big for our breeches, so hush your mouth, hold your horses, and I'm fixing to help you with your transition to living with bugs in the South.
How dare you insect? How dare you interrupt?
So I have to apologize up front here because as a born and raised East Tennessee boy, I did not greet you properly. So, welcome to South, y'all. We will bring you casserole by later so we can sneak a glimpse inside your home to see if you're going to be the weird neighbors. Y'all going to love it here. It's pretty as a peach. Bless your heart, ain't you precious? Oh yeah, and there'll be a jug of sweet tea. Down here it's cold and 80% sugar. It'll make your toes curl and want to slap your mama. We ain't got none of that hot pinky tea. We got two religions here, Jesus and the Vols. Praise the Lord, go Vols. Go get yourself an RC and a moon pie, because I'm going to learn you something. If you moved here from over yonder up north, we have these things here called bugs. Yeah. Now, they can be very numerous and even fly all around your pretty little head in the spring and summer, but 99% of them don't care a hill of beans about you and won't hurt you. Most of them ain't got the good sense God gave a rock, but they do send many a new southerner into a major hissy fit. They're busy as a cat in a hot tin roof pollinating and whatnot. They got to go to work every day just like we do. Can't never could. They'll swarm your bushes so bad it'll look like the plagues of Exodus. But they're just making the flowers all pretty and whatnot. Bless their heart. If you bought your dream home over yonder down the holler next to a massive field because you were sick of living in the neighbor's lap all the time, well, guess what? When that guy cuts that field once a year, all those bugs, and especially those mice, just had their home destroyed, and they will be looking for a new abode. And since your little house on the prairie is the only one for miles, guess where they're gonna go? Just plug up the holes they came in. Look, here in God's country, we are used to a certain amount of bugs. We understand the circle of life and what eats what, and a normal level of spiders is a good thing because they eat other things we don't want. And no, they aren't going to hurt you. You're not food. Everyone down here swears they got bit by a spider. The reality is spiders rarely bite humans. You have to be unlucky or stupid to get by a spider. Bless your heart. Now, we do have black widows here, but they don't normally come into the house. Once in a while you'll find one in a garage, but they'd rather hang out in meter boxes, wood piles, and rock piles. Way too many people will tell you that they've been bitten by a brown recluse. Now in the industry, we deal with a lot of possible but not probable things. This is definitely one of them. We do have brown recluse here, but at least here, I think this is one of the most misidentified pests out there. In well over 2 decades in this industry, I've had 4 brown recluse jobs. 4. 3 of those were in the same neighborhood, and 2 of them were neighbors. They just aren't that prevalent. Besides, they cannot physically bite you without pressure being applied, like putting on your mowing shoes or getting your winter coat and toboggan out. I get a couple calls every month about brown recluse, and up until recently, it's been years since any of them were actually brown recluse. On top of that, they aren't that dangerous unless you're very young, very old, very sick. Now, I'm no doctor. If you get any kind of bite, go see the doctor, okay? But if he tells you it was a spider bite because there are 2 holes, then fire his butt. No one, not a doctor or me, an associate certified entomologist, can identify a bug by the bite. You can't even say, well, that's what it looked like last time and it was this or that. You can react differently than you did before. Bottom line, bites, okay, don't tell you anything. All they tell you is that something happened. I got a video on that. All right, so we got roaches here. We got the bad ones, the German roaches, but we got the good ones too, like the Americans, the Oriental, the brown banded. Got a video on that too. Just remember, it's all fixable. And for you Florida people, ours usually don't fly. People around here have all kinds of names for roaches, trying to save face just to not say that they have roaches, like water bugs, palmetto bugs, and wood louse. Honey, that's just a roach, and the world will continue to turn if you see one, I promise. Even if it makes you sweat more than a hooker in church. Bless your heart. Look, down here in the Bible Belt, we have overwintering pests. Overwintering is the bug version of hibernating, and this includes stink bugs, ladybugs, box elder beetles, and kudzu bugs. I got a whole video that goes more in depth on this one too. Basically, they move into the nooks and crannies of the house right before the first frost. They can be so numerous you have to walk around with your mouth closed and breathing through your nose carefully just so you don't get a protein surprise. They were so bad one year that the entire front of my house was black with box elders. You couldn't even see the white siding behind it. Now, these overwintering bugs don't bite or really hurt anything, but they can stink. The key is to seal the holes and treat the exterior. But after that first frost, once they're set in for winter, there's nothing you can do. They'll generally leave you alone until they wake up in the spring and leave their holes. If you try to kill them inside your walls, you could cause other problems. So close the door, you're letting all the good air out and the bugs in. Bless your heart. The mosquitoes, flies, wasps, and overwintering bugs fly. So there's no such thing as elimination, just reduction. Trying to treat and expecting to not have flying bugs outside is about as useless as a screen door in a submarine. You're barking up the wrong tree here. However, we can greatly reduce the numbers with treatment and helping you modify the environment around your home. Sealing holes, modifying landscape, dealing with trash, water, and storage items, those will all help. I got a couple videos on that too. Look, y'all, the fact is, like a friend of mine said, we're outnumbered. The trees scream, the skeeters will mug you in the back alley for plasma, and the ladybugs are just gonna get in your house. Accept it. Well, look, y'all, my eyeballs are floating. I'm plumb wore slap out, so I gotta skedaddle. Remember, bugs and rodents can be slicker than pig snot in a radiator, so you gotta be diligent, and we can help you out with that. Just give us a call. If you need a translator for this video, welcome to East Tennessee. Just ask somebody sitting on the porch in a rocking chair to translate. I'm having a little fun with this video, but seriously, like my grandmother always said, I love you, a bushel on the peck and a hug around the neck. Yuns, don't feed the bears, and we'll love you just like you was kin, as long as you ain't ugly. And that's finer than frog hair split 4 ways in a biscuit. Bless your heart.
Killing me, Smalls!
How's everybody doing tonight?
Yes, for certain. There is no stopping them. The ants will soon be here.